Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome to another adventure, Automotive Adventures with Austin. Today I'm at one of my favorite places I could ever be on a Saturday morning, Jegs on 11th Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. And I have with me my 2003 Pontiac Vibe GT, which probably most of you have never actually seen on the channel. This car is now my new daily driver. I bought this for my 2500 road trip, hence the stickers on the side there, which is $2,500 car is going 2,500 miles. Pretty fun little experience. I do it with a bunch of my friends. It's kind of become our annual guys trip. But this car really hasn't been used a lot in the last few months because I don't really need it that much. And I have an issue with the hood. The hood catch, or the hood release, will not release. The cable connection. Tried to fix it. Sprayed everything we possibly can at it, and it's just not fixable. So I need to replace the hood latch. The problem is, it's 2003 Pontiac Vibe GT. So hood latches are not really available. You can get the Matrix one from Toyota, but it's a special order part. It's also $75. Or I could go to Jegs and get myself some hood pins and make it a race car. You may also notice I have no hood because I needed to use this car this morning and last night, and I didn't have the ability to close my hood. So you just take the hood off and run full race car. Full race car. Anyway, we're headed to Jegs. I'm gonna go talk to Uncle Terry, see if I can find myself some hood pins. I'm gonna go to the shop, put those on. This thing's gonna be full race car. I'm super excited. Welcome to my 2003 Pontiac Vibe GT. By the way, for those of you who don't know it, amazing car. Amazing car. That right there is the semi-legendary 2ZZGE motor. It's essentially a Celica GTS. 1.8 liters of absolute Japanese fury, built by a Toyota, fettled with by Yamaha, 8,200 RPM redline from the factory, and a 6-speed manual transmission. What more could you ask for from a hot hatch like that? How about that cool Dodge Diplomat? I love coming over here. All right, let's go spend some more money. And action. Uncle Terry.
Welcome back, Jegs, man. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, right. So I've got my race car out there. One of my other race cars.
And that's a nice one.
Isn't it?
It's a nice one.
You may notice it's missing something.
Yeah, I noticed that right away.
Yeah. So here's what I need. I need some hood pins. And
You don't have a hood.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't have a hood.
We can fix you out.
I need whatever you have that's in stock that will allow me to affix a hood back onto that car.
You want lanyard? You don't need lanyard.
I don't think I really care. I don't think I'm going to be stressing this car out to the point where I need to worry about vibrating my hood pins loose. Now, are these models specific?
Yes.
Are these
What is
2003
that one?
Pontiac Vibe GT?
Yes, sir. That's it.
These are those?
Yeah, these are
them.
That's these. That type, or do you want the ring type to flip over?
I usually use the ring type.
Ring type? Okay, we got it. I kind of like those too because it flip. Basically, you flip it over the top and it locks.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
Right. In stock is the most important thing.
Would you prefer black or polished?
Ooh, black or polished? Chrome. Chrome will get you home. Chinesium? Let's do this. Let's do the anodized aluminum.
Okay. What else, sir?
I don't think anything else.
Man, that's a cheap day of Jegs for you, man.
It is. Well, let's be honest. If I start thinking about things that I do need to spend money on,
right,
I'm probably going to have other things to do. But this is of immediate importance, so I can put a hood back on that car.
Yes, sir.
Since I done killed my Volkswagen.
Yeah, I saw that.
And now
your Volkswagen it has something like curse going on because the
Dude.
trailer wheel blew up, exploded.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
the Volkswagen itself.
Yep. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks.
The good news is I have a whole bunch of cars, so when one dies, I can get back in there with another one.
Right.
The problem is then I end up with a whole bunch of dead cars that I now have to spend time and money to fix.
Well, Pontiac sounded good with the new fuel pump on it.
It does.
I like that.
And I'm actually going to go for a test drive today in that too.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
and I'm going to Springfield, Ohio. Gonna just take a cruise.
Yes, you gotta. You'll be on national TV because that's where every national television station is right now. It's in Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah. So I figure it's a good place to take a little 45-minute cruise.
Good place to go. Good place to go.
All right, we're out of Jegs for 22 bucks. That's the cheapest I've been out of here in a long time. Get to the shop and get my my drilling done. This should be pretty reasonably easy. I'm just gonna have to figure out where I want to mount these things. And we'll get her done. Let's get out of here. Oh yes, and by the way, my windshield is extremely dirty because your windshield washer dispensers are on your hood. And if I were to hit the windshield washer nozzle, this little hose is just going to spray stuff everywhere. And no, I'm definitely not going to do that just for the giggles. Yeah, and of course the check engine light. But 255,755 miles, buddy. What a great vehicle. I love this little car. Well, it has officially been 2 weeks since that last video was filmed, and the Pontiac Vibe still has no hood on it. Fortunately, it's been a drought here in central Ohio for the last like almost 2 months, so I don't really need to worry about putting a hood on my car because it's not going to rain. Unfortunately, the drought is ending here in about an hour, and it's going to rain for the next 4 days, so time to put a hood on my car. I got my hood pin set up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it just on either side of the radiator. Boom and boom. So I need to punch 2 holes through there. Pretty simple setup. You've just got 2 nuts that basically capture this thing inside that, and you've got a variable amount of length. So just run it up and down as high as you want to, and that's it. You got plates. So you're going to drill your center hole through the hood, and you got little screw guys there. You run that down on the hood, and then you've got your tension pieces there. I did not grab any kind of lassos or leashes on these because I'm not real worried about it. This is literally just to keep my dang hood on my car. But time to get back to work. So stepper bit, punch holes in, core support, it's fine, and yeah, move forward. So let's get some drilling done. Okay. Got our 2 holes drilled. Easy peasy. It's a little tricky to sneak a nut in there. I think I'm going to pull my grill piece off. See if that'll give me access so I can come in through this way and get that. 1. Alright, this one's gonna be a little trickier. I probably could have been a little bit better on my drill and spot, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Okay, both hood pins are on. Vaguely at the same height. Thus far, it is not raining on me, which means I'm doing well. I gotta go get the hood, put that back on, and then this is probably a 2-man job kind of situation. Get those bolts in, get the hood lined up, and then essentially, I'm gonna kind of low-tech this and just kind of drop the hood down and mark where the hood pins hit the inner hood support, and then punch a hole in it, and then make it big enough for the hole to go through. And then if it's, I'm imagining it's going to be inner hood support, and then I'm going to drill through the outer hood, and then we're done. Piece of cake. I don't know how good panel gap was to begin with on these cars, but not bad. Yeah, maybe a little tight on this side. No biggie. All right, let's make our marks. Drill some holes. Okay. Just right behind the ceiling. Okay. That's pretty close. We've got to do a little rounding out of that one. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad. So then we just got to make our final cuts in here where those bolts come through. And we're done. Well, good news is I got the hole drilled in my hood. Bad news is the bolts aren't long enough. So I'm going through 2 layers of hood here, and the way the hood is built, that stud is not long enough to reach through my hood, which is a problem I hadn't intended on running into. So unfortunately I've already drilled a hole over here. Oops. Welcome to another automotive adventure with Austin. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And if you don't succeed again, try some more. Ta-da! That's where the hood pin is gonna go. Why? Because that's the only place it'll fit. These are 4-inch studs that come in this kit that are, according to Uncle Terry, the exact right part number for this car. He's lying, by the way. But nothing else will clear both pieces of the hood, as well as where the offset is inside the engine bay. So what we did is we actually took off the bumper for the hood, and we ran it in that spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this hood pin here, and then I'm gonna actually put the, drill out the bumper, and then run the bumper down through the hood pin. So I have both a hood pin and a bumper in the same exact location. We're just gonna pretend like I didn't put a hole in my hood over here. We'll put a sticker over that or something, but that gives us resolution. So I need to put my beauty rings on, these little guys here, which sit like so, and then the hood pin slides down like so. Boom, Bob's your uncle. Life is good, hood pin's installed. Hood won't come off on the Vibe. So, ta-da! Let me get this wrapped up, and we'll call this quits. Not what I plan on spending my afternoon doing. Whew, this is not probably the professional technical way of doing this, but how do you figure out where your hood pin's gonna come through the hood? You put a dent in your hood. So, let your hood down. See that dent? Drill there. That's it. That's how you do it. And voila. We have a hole in the hood. Isn't that beautiful? Well, folks, there you go. Hood pins are officially installed, plus one extra small hole. What did we learn on this episode? Measure twice, cut once, I guess. It is what it is. Fortunately, one of the best parts about working on cheap, crappy cars is, yeah, if you mess something up, it's not that big of a deal. Now, obviously, this is not real professional. I wouldn't have done this for anybody else's vehicle, but in my case, it fits the bill. For those of you who are curious about these 2500 road trip stickers, it is a yearly trip that I take with a bunch of my guy friends, and we go on a cheap car road trip. as the name implies, $2,500 cars, 2,500 miles. And that's what I originally bought this car for. I've got 2,500 bucks, give or take, all in it. And it's a fun little way to get out there on the highways and byways off the interstates and put a lot of miles on it and see this beautiful country of ours with some friends. Because unfortunately, if we're honest with ourselves, a lot of us don't really see our friends face to face as much as we need to. Myself included, especially this year. It's been a real tough year. For those of you who are curious where I've been, I have had COVID for the last week or so, and I've been under the weather, so that's why you haven't seen me. I apologize, but I'm back and I'm working. I've only got a little tiny bit of crap left in my body, but yeah, there you go. Life is good. Not exactly how I saw that working out, but it's going to work out okay. I am going to drill out the hole on these, or drill a hole in the center of the bumpers for the hood, and run the bumpers down the pins so that I have some isolation there as well. But the hood is nice and tight. There's no problems at all there. I'm happy with it, not an issue. And it does still have the safety latch holding onto it as well. For those of you who are curious, Austin, why did you do this? Well, the answer is because that piece that's my release and the cabling is kind of expensive and kind of hard to find. These cars are 21 years old at this point in time. And Pontiac, I don't know if you know this, is out of business. So I could get one that says it's for the Matrix, but it's expensive and there wasn't one local. So throw 20 bucks worth of hood pins at it and a couple hours worth of work and bing, bang, boom, you're done. So if anybody's looking to do hood pins on a Pontiac Vibe, I recommend you put it in the corners. Works out pretty easily. Yeah, that's all there is to it. I'll be back at you guys a lot more often here. I've got a lot of work to do. I've also got a lot of things I'm going to sell, and that's going to be in an upcoming episode because it's time for Austin to thin the herd, to be honest with himself about the amount of projects he has sitting around here and move forward. So that's going to be in an upcoming episode of Austin's bad decisions and trying to sell some stuff. So anyway, my 2003 Pontiac Vibe GT. Thanks for being here, guys. I do very much appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye.